If you'd like to, please subscribe. It helps me out a lot. I post every Wednesday.
Hey everyone, my name is Catherine and welcome to my channel. Today I am flying to Japan. I'm doing an EF Ultimate Break trip called Highlights of Japan, where I will spend 2 weeks just traveling around the country of Japan, and I'm really excited. I actually just finished up an EF Ultimate Break trip in South Korea, and I did a bunch of videos on my time in South Korea if you want to check them out. But I wanted to combine the two countries since I'm in this region of the world and I really want to visit both. So that is why I did back-to-back tours with EF, and yeah, today I'm flying to Japan. So I'm really excited. It is 11 a.m. right now in South Korea. My flight's at 3:15 and the airport is a bit far from downtown Seoul, which is where I am right now. So I'm going to try to leave the hotel at around 11:30 just to give myself plenty of time to get there. I've got pretty much all my stuff packed up. The last time I was in Japan was in 2016 when I studied abroad with Semester at Sea, and I got to go. And I've been wanting to go back ever since because there's so much to do and see there that I didn't get to do, and this tour goes to a lot of different cities that I did not go to originally when I was in Japan. So yeah, I'm really excited. So let's get to Japan. Today is my first day in Japan with EF Ultimate Break and I'm very excited. It is 8:09 and I have breakfast at 8 till 8:30, so I need to go, but I'm so excited to travel. I've not met anyone else yet because I got in a day early. So yesterday I just had a solo day going to different pet cafes, which I'm going to have as a separate video, and today we're going to see several different like temples, shrines, palaces, those kinds of more historical sites today, which I'm really excited about. So let's get into it. So throughout the first day of us being in Japan, we did a lot of different sightseeing. We started out by going to the Imperial Palace here, where there was a torii gate, there was the palace itself, and a temple. And here you're able to donate a couple of yen to the temple and then write your wish, your desire, what you want to manifest to come true. And it was really cool to be able to read all of the different wishes, and they were in different languages, from Chinese to Japanese to English to even Russian. And I found it so interesting, and people in my group loved to do that. And that's the theme throughout this whole trip, is so many different temples, which is really cool. And this next place is the Asakusa Temple, which is a very popular tourist destination. It's at the end of this long walkway that is filled with different shops, from souvenir shops to food stalls and everything in between. And as you can see, it's very busy, but it's a very popular tourist destination, and I definitely recommend you to go if you're ever in Tokyo, Japan. And at the end of all those shops is this temple where, again, people could donate to see if they got a good fortune, a bad fortune. If you get a bad one, you can burn it essentially to be able to manifest good fortunes in the end. Next, we ended up going to the largest electronic department store in the world. Right now, I'm in the world's largest electronics store, although ironically enough, I'm in the stationery section, and there's always like talking in the intercom, so hopefully you can hear me. But this place has 7 floors, and I have less than 30 minutes to try to peruse everything, and it's really overwhelming. Of course, it's electronics, and being a tourist, I don't need to go out and buy like a camera or a laptop or an iPhone, but it's really cool to just look around, and Japan is known for electronics. So let's see what we get up to. So far today, we have gone to some temples, some shrines, and usually with EF trips, you do more of the kind of historical and cultural monuments and historical places, like I mentioned. And so that's why yesterday I had a solo day. I wanted to do more shopping in animal cafes, but we also on EF trips do places like this massive electronics store, so it's not all just shrines and temples and palaces. So that has been what we have been doing day one, and then later we're going to be going to a all-you-can-eat Japanese barbecue place. That's pretty exciting. The day has gone by pretty fast. It's already 4:30, and I feel like we've just been running around and it's already gone by really quickly. The next day was a completely free day that we had in Tokyo, which oftentimes on these EF trips you have a free day, but then your tour guide has recommendations to do throughout the day, and a lot of people end up taking those recommendations. So a good chunk of us ended up going to the famous fish market in Tokyo. I got to look around at all the different fish. There was also non-fish related things such as matcha. I was really excited when I saw this, and of course matcha is everywhere in Japan. I love matcha, so I ordered myself a iced matcha latte and saw them prepare it and tried to take notes mentally so that I can learn how to make good matchas back at home. In addition to the fish market, which was in the morning, we also had an optional excursion to be able to do a sushi making class, which then ended up with us having a big plate of sushi and having our lunches included, and it was lunch that we made ourselves, so that was pretty cool. I just did a fish market, the world's biggest fish market, which I think I just saw a fraction of it because it didn't seem that big, but we only had so much time. And then we did a sushi making class, which is really cool, and it was a lot of fish. It was really nice. And now I went to the Pokemon store, so it was pretty busy in there, and I tried to go to the cafe, but it didn't work out. So now I'm gonna get boba and go to Shibuya. Shibuya is definitely one of the must-visit destinations within Tokyo, along with Harajuku. And Shibuya is known to have the Shibuya Crossing, which is the most busiest crosswalk in the world, where you will see people from all directions crossing, and it's become quite a tourist attraction. There's also a lot of shopping to do in this area as well. So I've been shopping around. I went to a one-piece store, Sanrio, Pokemon, and now I'm at a capsule store. So it's like these little vending machines where you get these little like things and bulbs or whatever, and I haven't seen these as a child. But these are everywhere in Japan, so I'm gonna see if I can get something. And it's better than the claw machines because you're guaranteed a prize. So I'm gonna find something. I have 400 yen, and these vary between 200 to 500. So let's see what we can get. There are these miniature things. If you're a fan of miniature, like look at that. The little shopping crate, or what is that? A shower? I don't even know. Really cute. A lot of times I like the animal ones. I got a little hamster. Can you see him? Yeah, it's just fun little experience, but yeah, I've used that one before, and I got a dog, a poodle specifically, so I'm excited that I got somebody different. So just a little fun thing to do if you come to Japan. To end off the day, we drove over to TeamLab Planets in Tokyo, which was a highly popular thing to do.
And as you can see here, we are barefoot. So this is a fully sensory focused digital museum is the best way I can describe it. You use all 5 of your senses, from smell to touch to eyesight and everything, to really experience so many different things within this museum. And it was really cool, so I highly recommend it. And to do reservation ahead of time, you see these lights all over Instagram. And when I saw that people were going to this, I knew I had to jump on the bandwagon, and I really loved it. So enjoy. They feel like. Ooh. Oh yeah. Okay, not too hard. Oh, it's coming back. Push the ball in. This is cool. Hey everyone, I am back in my hotel room and it is 11:12 and I have been out and about today since 7:30. That is when we met, after already having breakfast downstairs, to go off to do the fish market and then the sushi making class, which went until 12. And then after that, I just stayed out and about since I was already out and about on my own, and I ventured off and did more shopping. As you saw, I went to a lot of different places like the Pokemon Center and Shibuya again for even more shopping, and I went back to Harajuku. I think those are my 2 favorite districts of Tokyo. Of course, I definitely did not see nearly all of them for sure, and there could be so many more amazing ones I haven't seen, but those are the ones I've been continuously going to and really enjoying. Yeah, that has been my day. And then I ended up meeting up with people at the hotel, so I did stop by and drop off my bags, and I was in my room for maybe 10 minutes. And then we went to the TeamLab, like full immersion experience kind of art exhibition. As you saw, I did not know too much about it. I just signed up because why not? And it was really amazing. So if you are in Tokyo, or if there's other locations of these TeamLab Planets, if I'm saying it correctly, experiences, I highly recommend it. You do have to go barefoot, and maybe that'll make some people uncomfortable, but I know in Japan at least, people and just the general area of Tokyo is very clean. And yeah, now I'm back and I'm so tired. I walked over 17,000 steps today, and today has been my last day in Tokyo. We're not returning. A lot of times when you go on one country tours with EF, you will start and stop in the same City, which is usually the capital, but because there's so much in Tokyo, they have a major airport in Osaka, and that's where we're ending. So I think this is where I'm going to end off today's video, just all of the things that I got up to here in Tokyo. And I hope you enjoyed watching and it gave you a bit more of an idea of what it's like traveling in Japan. So tomorrow we are leaving at 9 a.m. for Mount Fuji, which I've never been to. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day or night whenever you're seeing this. Bye!